I guess we are all happy, extremely happy by the response. Anyway, without wasting time, let's put our hands together for Mr. Ronald Nzimora as he comes on to teach us some autoresponder magic. Please, a round of applause for him.
Good afternoon, everyone. Hello, please, can we have some quiet here, please? Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ronald Nzimora. Ronald Nzimora. Hafiz says he lost PayPal, eh? I don't like PayPal. I lost $1,000 to them. So, I don't want, nobody should ask me any question about PayPal, please. I'm not going to answer. Because I've lost money to them and they are not my friends. I'm not their friends. So, alright. So, like I was saying, I don't like PayPal. Please, can we listen, please? When I speak, each time that I speak here, I start with my story. It's going to be very brief. I came to this platform in 2008. I've attended just one seminar at SADC, April 2008, Information Marketing Business Workshop. And after close to 2 years now, I'm standing here and speaking. What I'm trying to say is that you are not going to succeed in whatever it is, even if it is pushing a truck, if you don't put devotion and study and time into it. A lot of people approach internet marketing with the mindset that they are going to go there and then shovel money and put in and take it to their houses. It doesn't work like that. Even after the seminar, you still need to study. Importantly, you need to put in practice what you learn. That is the most important thing. You need to put to practice what you learn here. If you, at the end of the week, if you live here and then you go home and you do nothing, in a year's time, you are still going to come back here. It is not God forbids. God is not forbidding anything. Why do we like calling God's name all the time? It is not about God forbidding anything. If you don't do anything, God will forbid it. Or rather, God will not forbid it. It will happen to you. Okay, so I want to talk about autoresponders today. I'll be with you today and then again on Thursday. Thursday, I guess. But today we are going to look at autoresponders. Autoresponders. Does anybody here have an idea of what an autoresponder is? Okay. No, I'm not going to ask you to come up and tell us what it is. An autoresponder is an online system or script that lets you build a list. It allows you to build a list automatically without you having to do it yourself manually. An autoresponder helps you to build a list automatically. You don't have to do it manually. Now, I'm going to use an example. Assuming you have a product ready and you want to sell it, because it's actually happened to me. I had a product that I wanted to sell, and I went and placed an advert for the product. And in 2 days, I had 500 people. 500. I used a Yahoo email. I had 500 emails. I didn't even have a laptop then. I would buy 1 hour time in the cafe, and I will send to 10 people, and 1 hour will go. And then there's 490 people still remaining. And then the next day, I will come, I will see that 200 more people have. Oh my God. But an autoresponder handles that for you. With an autoresponder, you can actually remain in contact and keep in contact with people who ask you questions or who inquire about your products or your services automatically. You don't need to be there to do it yourself manually. Now, if I had an autoresponder for that product, I will simply direct everybody to email their autoresponder. Immediately they send an email there, they are going to receive an automatic response. A response that I have already programmed into that autoresponder. So it doesn't matter if there are 1 million of them sending it. Each time any of them sends it, they get exactly the same message that the other person is getting. So it saves you from heart attack. Seriously, because you're there thinking, 500 people. When you're replying the first 10 people, your mind is not on those 10. Your mind is on the 490 that you are still going to reply. So now, like everything else in the world, there is always the free and the paid versions of it. So there are paid autoresponders and there are free autoresponders. So we are going to look at the benefits and the usefulness of the free autoresponders and the paid autoresponders. Now, I need to let you understand one thing. Lekki said that if you want to go into internet business, you need to make an investment of time and money. And that is the truth. Okay? Sometimes a lot of things that we are told is free. If you check and well, if you check it is not really free. Because if it might be free, yes, maybe you didn't pay any money for it. But what it is going to cost you over time, you will wish that you had paid for it in the first place. I don't know if anybody is following. Alright, so now free autoresponders. There are free autoresponder services that you can use on the internet. You can go to those sites, you can register, you set them up, and then you put them on your site. But, and there's a but to everything that is free. The but there is, they are going to limit the features of the autoresponder. They are going to limit the features of that autoresponder. The free ones. It's either you cannot have more than 500 people on that list, or the number of messages that can go out to them is restricted. There is a way, they are going to find one way to make sure that you are going to hit that free one so that you can pay for the paid one. And in the same way, there are also paid autoresponders. And if I'm to advise, the best thing to go with is the paid autoresponders. So we're going to be looking at the free ones. I'm going to show you the free ones. I'm going to show you the paid ones. Then I'm going to show you which of the paid ones you should go for. Which of the paid ones should you go for? Alright, so now let's look at the free autoresponders. We have free Autobot. Free Autobot. Please, there's an A after E. Free Autobot. There's an A, that's free, AUTOBOT. Second, there is sendfree.com. There is sendfree.com. There is freefollowup.com. Then there's responders.com. And there's getresponse.com. Now, GetResponse, there's something you should know about GetResponse. GetResponse is a paid autoresponder, but they also have a free service. The essence of their free service is for you to use it so that you can know how their platform works. So that when you are conversant with their platform, you can now pay them for the paid version. I don't know if you follow. And of course, their free version is very, 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 very limited. You can't have more than 5 people in your list. I don't know how many of you would like to to sell to only 5 people. I don't know. So All right. Now, for the other ones, apart from GetResponse, the other ones are also free. But again, that 3-letter word, but. The thing there is, when you use those ones, many times, any email or message you send through them will always end up in bulk mail. Always. At least 90% of the time. Yes. If you use any of these and use it as your autoresponder system, at least 90%, for every 100 messages you send, 90 will end up in bulk mail. Bulk, your bulk mail folder. If you use Gmail or Yahoo or whatever, the bulk mail, and of course we know what bulk mail means. It means spam. And anytime I log into my Yahoo account, I don't even bother checking that, but I just click empty. So anything there, even if maybe I won $1 million the previous day, for real, or not those type that we win through our phones, the real ones. If it goes to bulk mail, I might not even know. I will just delete it. So, if you're going to use an autoresponder, you need to use an autoresponder that is reliable. And the reliable autoresponders are the paid autoresponders. So let's look at the paid autoresponders. So there's Aweber, there's GetResponse, there's Email Aces. Now, we're going to start from Aweber. If you are using Aweber, Aweber is the best paid autoresponder that you can use. It is the best in the sense that if you send, for every 100 emails that you send through them, at least 99% of them goes to inbox. At least 99 goes to the inbox. Now, the same thing with GetResponse. GetResponse delivers 98%, but so it doesn't really, the 1% difference doesn't really matter, you know. Now, Email Aces delivers about 70%. It has about 70% effectiveness, meaning that for every 100 you send, at least 70 gets to the inbox. Now, if you are using Aweber, the starting point is $20 a month. Every month you pay $20. And for that $20, they allow you to keep 500 people in your mailing list. 500 people, 500 names in the mailing list. Immediately somebody else subscribes and it's 501. Your monthly payment fee goes up to $50 per month. Aweber, it goes up to $50 per month. So it goes up from 20 to 50. Immediately, the 501st person comes into your mailing list. And then immediately, so from that, you keep on paying $50 per month, and you keep on doing that, and then you keep on adding more subscribers. Immediately, you have 2,500 people in your mailing list. Your payment fee for Aweber goes up to $70 a month. And if you have up to 5,000 people in your mailing list, your payment fee goes up to $97 a month. So the more people you have in your mailing list, the higher the price that you pay. I know that, okay, I'm going to talk about this when we get to GetResponse. Now, GetResponse also has a similar structure. In November, GetResponse used to have a flat fee of $18 every month. It doesn't matter how many people you have. But they now looked at it and now saw that these people there was a method to the madness these people were using. You know why? Because when you have 2,500 people, you can't say because of $30 extra that you are going to trash that list. You understand? So even if they tell you to pay more, naturally, you want to pay more. Because even if you want to move those people from Aweber to GetResponse, for example, they have to confirm that they want to move. You see how these companies force you to adhere to their own principles and their own methods. For example, you want to move your mailing list from Aweber to GetResponse or from GetResponse to Aweber. Before they will move, it will go into any of them. those people will have to confirm that they actually want to move. And now this is what happens. If you try to do that, a lot of people in your list will not confirm. So you are going to be prepared to lose at least 50% of the people in that list. So, and that's the reason why people don't like changing their autoresponders. Immediately they begin to use one, that's the one they keep using. So, now for GetResponse. So GetResponse started charging the same way Aweber charges. So you start with $18 a month for 500. So once you have 501, GetResponse begins to charge you $37. Immediately you have 2,500, GetResponse begins to charge you 67. Immediately you have 5,000, GetResponse begins to charge you 97, and so on and so forth. Now, I know that my friend Aki Alabi pays like $97 to GetResponse every month because of the number of people in his list. So he has close to 10,000 people on that list. And he's not going to say because of $97. I should just let the list go. Because that list is money. That list. And that's the reason why you need an autoresponder. You need an autoresponder so that you can use it to collect contact details of people who inquire about your product. Because the truth is that when you are selling a product, whether it's you are doing affiliate marketing, whatever it is, if people land on your link, not all of them are going to buy. That is life. That is how. If you go to the market, you don't buy from every shop that you visit. True or false? So the same way, people will not buy. It's not everybody that comes to your site that will buy from you. So you use the autoresponder to at least get their details, either their phone numbers, plus the emails, plus the address. These days, I collect phone number, house address. If it's possible, I can collect the name of your village. So that if I send you an email and you don't respond, I will send you SMS. If I send you SMS and you don't respond, I will send you letter. You must respond, though. So, so now, email assist also charges, but their charges are far less because, of course, they understand that they are number 3 in the game. And when you are number 3 in the game, you know where you stand. So you don't go show yourself too much. So their fees are lower anyway. For I think about 1,000 people, you pay $10 or so, and then 2,500 you pay $18, and so on and so forth. But if you are comfortable with 70%, you can still use email assist. Bola Oni, I don't know how many of you know him. Bola Oni, he uses email assist. It works for him. So, and of course, that was the one he started. You see, that's why it's important. You need to be very careful which of them you want to start with, because immediately you start with those ones, it is hard to change. It's extremely hard to change. Okay. Now, we are going to visit those sites. Let's even see what they look like. So, this is aweber.com. Now, when you are registering for an autoresponder, when you are setting up an autoresponder, you need to be very, very particular about the information that you are asking them to send. Now, I run a consulting firm, Profit Consulting, and my market is basically people who own businesses. I consult for them, do their marketing plans, help them out in their advertising. So I really don't need their email address per se. What I want is their physical address. So on the autoresponders, when I ask them to send me details for information, I ask them to send me, in fact, I tell them to scan their business cards. Because I know that immediately they scan it and I have everything. Email, website, anything is on the business card. So now you need to be very, very particular about the information that you're asking them to give. And when you're asking them, when you are determining the information that you want them to give you, you need to be conversant with changing times. Now, I don't know how many of you check your emails every hour, but from my experience, I don't. I don't know how many times you check your emails in a week. Probably once. So if I'm marketing to all of you here now and I rely only on email, I'm wasting 90% of my time. Because probably you check once a week, and maybe by the time you check it, all the newsletters that you subscribe to, all of them would have covered my own mail. My mail will be at number 30. Of course, you will scroll to number 30. So what I'm suggesting you do is that apart from asking for email addresses, please ask for phone numbers. Very, very important. Write it down. Ask for phone numbers. Phone numbers are, you know for why phone numbers are beautiful. See, even if anybody is dying, they are still with their phone. That phone. You know, anytime I leave the house without my phone, it seems as if it seems as if something is wrong somewhere. Like when I was coming here today, I forgot my phone in the house. I was already on my way here. I said, no, I'm going back. That phone. Because I don't know when I will get a contract from Fashola. And when Fashola calls you and you don't pick up your phone, you say, this guy is not serious. Can you imagine? He's not even with his phone. Okay, so this is Aweber. Alright, so if you click here, you're going to see their pricing. Okay, fine. Oh, okay, they've even changed the structure of their payments. Okay, look at it now. So from 0 to 500 is $19 now. From 501 to 25 is $29. From 2,501 to 5,000, it's 49, and then the next one is 69, and then 149. And of course, if you have more than 25,000 people in your list, contact us. So contact us. That one is on special arrangement. Okay, let's look at get response. Okay, let's look at their pricing again. Okay, 1 to 500 is 18, 501 to 25 is 28. What is wrong with these people? They just like this 1+1 difference with Aweber. 28 and 45 and 65 and 145. And then 25,000, get a quote. Okay, let's look at email aces. Okay. All right. Now, before that opens, now I've talked about the kind of data that you collect from people who want to inquire about your product or buy your product. Because if they don't buy and they're already in your list, you can always keep on contacting them over and over and over and over until one day they will buy. Some people have bought product from me. When I met them was like 2008. One guy even said, I paid money to... The last time I talked to you was in 2007. I hadn't even come here. And I was like, wow. I don't tell why I don't pursue this thing, though. So you ask for their email addresses, you ask for their phone numbers, and ask for physical addresses. Now, I know that on the surface, it seems like it is not necessary asking them for their physical addresses. But the more details people give you, the more affinity they feel for you. I don't know if you get what I mean. The more details people give you, the more they feel they can trust you. And the more people feel they can trust you, the higher the likelihood that they are going to buy whatever it is you are selling. And who knows, tomorrow maybe NIPOS, their head is going to be straight and the post office might be actually be working. And then those addresses will come in useful. But collect as much data as you can from your people. Alright, so now SMS autoresponders. Now, apart from email SCs and get response and Aweber and all that. Okay, before SMS autoresponders, let's talk about I left something out here in my PowerPoint slide. It's called standalone email marketing applications. Standalone. What I mean by standalone is email marketing software. There are softwares that you can buy that will do the same job that email SCs and get response and Aweber will do without charging you per month. There are software, different kinds of software that you can buy that will do the same job that each of these people can do, but you won't have to pay every month. You don't have to pay for it every month. The name is Interspire. I just got one anyway. And the name is Interspire. This is actually this is it. So what it does is that when you have a website, because every autoresponder will go to a website. Okay? When you create an autoresponder, you have to get the code and place it on a website for it to work. We are going to demonstrate it here. Okay, so now when you're using Interspire, you just install it on your own website. You follow the instructions. The instructions are inside the folder there. You follow the instructions and then you install it on your site. So it does the same thing that Aweber or GetResponse or any other email platform will do. But because you've bought it once, you are not paying for it every other month. That is the reason why I bought it. Because I was actually paying GetResponse close to $50 every month, and I was tired of doing it. So what I did was I just downloaded everybody in my list. You know, I said earlier that you can't change from one autoresponder system to another autoresponder system. That it is hard because they have to confirm. But because this is my own autoresponder now, because when you buy the software, it is now your own system. You don't have to, you are the one doing the approval yourself, is it not? You simply approve all of them to enter. You understand? So you install the software on your site, you copy, you just go to your previous autoresponder, you download everybody in your list. You just copy all of them in, and then you copy all of them and put them inside your own autoresponder, and then tell these people bye bye. Of course, we need to be resourceful. You understand? I mean that $49, that's close to 7,000-8,000. That can buy me at least a new pair of shoes every month, and in 1 year I'll have 12 new pairs. Okay, so we are going to get to that. Don't worry. We are going to get to that. Don't worry. Don't worry. We are going to get to the how much. Una like how much? Okay, so now SMS autoresponders. Now SMS autoresponders are the same thing as, I just put them separate Because these ones are homegrown Oteros. What I mean by homegrown, now our people now then create these ones. This Click and Reach belongs to Fast Cash. Who doesn't know Fast Cash here? Click and Reach belongs to Fast Cash. And then SMS Hawk belongs to my own friend Fisayo Akinolu. Okay, so they both do the same thing. They are autoresponders. Okay? They do the same thing, but this time you are not paying in Naira, you are not looking for PayPal. You know? You are not looking for PayPal. Please, let me say something about PayPal now. Because they will seize your $1,000 sooner or later. Don't open PayPal with Kenya address or Uganda address or anything. Although, because I opened my own with Niger address, and they Nigered my money. So, if you don't have a real address and a real bank account, don't bother with PayPal. See, it is not, you mustn't, does it mean that some people don't use PayPal but they still make money online? It is not about PayPal. I still make money online. It's not about PayPal now. Without PayPal, you see, PayPal is just one thing inside plenty things. But the way our people make it sound, it sounds as if you don't have PayPal, you just go and die. That your own is gone. Your own is not gone. You are just nothing is happening. I don't use PayPal and nothing. When I use PayPal, I went into problem. When I even use the PayPal, I had problem. Now that I don't use PayPal, I don't even have any problem. So it's not about PayPal, okay? Okay, fine. I promote affiliate products that send checks directly. I promote affiliate programs that send the check directly. How many of you have heard of Commission Junction? CJ. I use CJ. So, but the products you see on CJ are not really e-books and all that. They are mainly services. Okay? One of the products that I promote through CJ is called eFax. eFax is a company that helps you send fax through the internet. So I promote it and I recommend it to the businesses that I work with. And I tell them, you know you can have a fax number. They say, I say, yes, you can do it online. I will give you the link where you go and do it. I won't even tell them that, I don't even tell them anything. I'll just write the link for them. Just type it the same way I wrote it for you. Just type it like that and register. And they will type it like that and register. And I'll get the commission. So, at the end of the month, CJ sends the check direct to my. I don't even wait till it goes to London. That is wasting time now. What if I need the money tomorrow? I will first travel to London and then travel somewhere else before it comes. You know, but that's not to say that if you are promoting ClickBank products that it doesn't work. Please, everybody, see, one thing you are going to understand is that you need to learn to fashion your own way. You learn how everything works, and then find a way that is best suited to your own person. I don't know if you get it. Back in the day, I tried promoting ClickBank. Every day I would write article. 1 month I will make one sale, $29. Before I make another sale, they've deducted all the money. I'll say, okay. One day I just said, you know what? When I go wait, I don't promote you again. Make I find and this one that I don't even write article, I just tell people, you know, you can have your own fact, and business owners like that thing, you know, on their own business card, so they will see, people will see fax number. I will tell them you can have your own fax number. It's very easy. Sure, you have MasterCard, they will say yes. You can have your own fax number. Just go to this site, I'll write it down. Because I crammed my affiliate link, I crammed it. So I write it down and they will go and register. Of course, they don't know. Every month that they pay about $29 every month. And that's the best kind of affiliate program. The one that pays you every month. What you sell it once, every month. As long as they charge those people, you must get a commission. So you have to learn how everything works and then fashion out your own way. The way that suits you as a person. If you go and do it the way Ronald Nzimora does it and you fail, don't say that Ronald Nzimora told you the wrong thing, no. Or Hafiz told you the wrong thing. Okay? Alright, so now these SMS autoresponders were created by our own people here. And you can use it to do the same thing that you can use email essays and get response. The same thing you can do with them. It's the same thing you can always do here too. Okay, so let's look at click and reach. So I'm going to invite one person to come up. We're going to open an autoresponder here. We're going to open an autoresponder here, and then I'll generate the code and we'll paste it on the site so that you see how it looks like. Okay, this is SMS Hawk. This is click and reach is wasting time to open. Okay, this is SMS Hawk. So, of course, you know that you have to register now, is it not? And registration is free. You don't need to pay FISA or $29 per month. Free of charge. But that is where the free ends. So somebody should just come up, just one person. Okay. Okay, you know what, sir? So that we won't waste much time, let me use my own account to do the demonstration. Okay, so I don't think too much. I don't forget. I've forgotten the whole thing though. If it doesn't go this time, we'll just open a new account. I hope it goes now. I think it's going now. Okay, fine. Now I've logged in, right? So you have to register. When you register, they are going to send you an email, a message to your email. And you have to click on the link inside that email to confirm it. Is that okay? Is that okay, please? Those at the back. I hope we are following. I hope I'm not concentrating on only these people here. Okay, so now, like I said, this is where the free ends. Immediately you have opened the account, the free has ended. So the next thing you do is that you have to buy SMS credit. You have to buy SMS credit and for this account. Okay, so what they do is they sell SMS credit 4 naira per SMS. 4 naira per SMS. Okay, fine. I'm going to explain something. I know you've seen some of them that they say 2 naira 50 kobo per SMS. Many of them do not deliver. I would rather pay 4 naira for something that I know will work than pay 2 naira 50 kobo for something that will not work. Does that make sense? Many of these 2 naira 50 kobo things, you will send 100, 90 will not go anywhere. That is the truth. And because you are not there now to know which one went and which one did not go, you just assume that everything went. Assumption is the worst thing you can ever do when you are running your business. Never rely on anything. Don't never rely on assumptions. Okay? Please. So, now by the time this seminar ends, I'm going to get your names, your email address, and I'm going to send you a message by Monday or Tuesday. No, just to say hi. I hope you got home safely. I'm marketing. See. Okay. Now, this is the reason why I would do that. See, it is not only, you mustn't sell with every message that you send. See, you mustn't sell with every, that's where most people get it wrong. You mustn't sell with every message that you send. It's not done like that. If you want to plant a crop, you don't just go and you first of all prepare the soil now and hoe it and pour water before you put the seed. If you put the seed direct, that seed will die. So maybe I want you to purchase something for me in 1 month's time. On Monday, I will tell you, I hope you got home safely. You say, this guy is good. Of course, I'm good, though. Seriously. All right, so, no, seriously, I'm the only person that does that, though. I don't know. I'm speaking about myself. Anywhere I speak, I collect the names, and I actually ask them if they got home safe. Seriously. So, if you've attended any of my seminars before and you didn't get it, please tell me, so that let me even be sure that the SMS Hawk is going on. Okay, so, onward. All right, so you have to credit the account. Of course, this is how you credit the account. You pay, it's 4 naira per SMS, like I said. So you just, maybe you want 1,000 SMS, so you just pay 4,000 into this account number, any of them. Immediately you pay. Okay, they are going to credit your account with 1,000 SMS messages. Is that okay? All right, so now, at this point, you have to create, we are creating an autoresponder, right? So you click on autoresponders. Create new, because we are creating a new one. I have one already there, but I want to create a new one. So you click on, you see, I didn't click on it. Immediately I just moved the cursor on it. It just showed me the options, right? So I click on create new campaign. So you have to give that campaign a name. So I'll call it demystifying. I'm going to call it demystifying. Or I'll call it last demystifying. So I'm actually creating it for this class now. And then I'll type my message. Okay? And I'll say hi. Blah 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 blah. And of course, you see that as you're typing, it's counting, telling you how many spaces are remaining. So you have to be very, very careful so that you don't exceed. And of course, it won't let you exceed anything. Once you get to the end, it won't agree to type any other thing. So, and then delivery. I want you to deliver 0 days. 0 days means that immediately you send anybody subscribe to this autoresponder, they will get this message immediately. If I put 1 here, they are going to get it the next day. If I put 2, they are going to get it 2 days after. If I put 3, you understand what I mean? So if I'm creating, maybe I want 2 people to receive 3 messages. The first one I'll put it as 0. I will save it after I've done everything. Then I'll now do a new one again and make it 1. So the first day you are going to receive that one. The next day you receive the other one. The next day. That's why sometimes you keep on getting the same text message like 4 times. There's one particular, I don't know if that guy is there. There's one particular guy. I don't even know what I did to him. He will send this message, 1 hour to go. 1 hour to go. My brother, I don't want to buy this thing now. 30 minutes, that was what he said 30 minutes to deadline. I was like, hey, this guy is powerful. But of course, he's not doing it by himself. You understand? Now, assuming if he was doing it by himself, he would just faint. If he wouldn't die even. Okay, so this is 0, and now this is where you now put the list of all the subscribers. But of course, because this doesn't have, we don't have a list for the subscribers now. Okay, so we just click on what? Save campaign. So click on save campaign. All right. So the next thing is what? Capture subscribers. capture subscribers. So this is where you now get the code that you will put on your website. Have you talked about, say he was going to give you website templates, right? So if you want to put an autoresponder form on those website templates, you have to click on capture subscribers. Now, there are two options, SMF capture or web capture. Because you are putting it on your website, you use web capture. So you click on web capture. Okay, so you now select the campaign that you want. So I want demystifying, right? And then you now type the page that you want them to see after they have subscribed to your autoresponder. I don't know if you get it. Now, I'm going to explain it. Now, what I do is that I might offer people, like the people that I consult for. Okay, what I do is, I want them to see something that I'm selling. Immediately they subscribe. Immediately they subscribe. So I'll tell them, okay, this is a free offer. That's why I said it's not everything. Everything that is free has something hidden behind it. Something is lurking in the corner. So, I'm going to create another page on that site that will have the sales information. Okay? And then I'll put in that page here. I'll put in that page that I've created here. So immediately they go to the form on the internet and subscribe. The form will just take them to that page that I've created and put here. So on that page, I will not tell them, okay, thank you for subscribing, but there's something, there's something. In fact, you can even have your fax number, sharp. So if you need a fax number, just click here. So they will click there. And because everybody now has MasterCard and Visa card and WebSoftware these days, they will click there and they will like eFax and then they will pay. You understand what I mean? Who doesn't understand what I mean? Who doesn't understand what I mean? I said that on the redirect page, you know what? Many times talking doesn't solve any problem, so it's better you see it with your own eyes to actually appreciate it. Okay, let's what page now do I visit? Okay. Now there's something you must know. You see, it is not compulsory that you must fill this place. So if you don't want to sell anything or you don't want them to see anything else after they subscribe, please leave this place blank. Don't think that you must put something here. It is not compulsory that you must put something there. Okay? Please, okay, fine. Now, this guy is saying free, right? But I can bet you that immediately you subscribe, you are going to see another page. So let's say I subscribe, okay? And yes, Ivan, send me my package. Fine, he will send you the free package, okay, fine. He brings you to this page. So this is the redirect page. Now, if he had something that he was selling, he would have simply put it on this page. You get it now? So on my own pages, what I just do is, okay, the next page, okay, thank you for subscribing, blah 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 blah. I will send you the information because I post the information and I send them a DVD. But meanwhile, if you need a fax number without bothering about having a fax machine, there's an easy way to do it on the internet. Click here. I don't know if you get it. So it's not because you are not telling them you are selling anything. They will click there. Let's even see what he's talking about, and then they will make a purchase. So if you are selling something, you can put it on this redirect page, or you can leave it blank, or you can just put anything you want. But the essence is that from that subscription form, they are going to go to another page. Is that understood? Okay. All right. So now, at this point, now this is what you are just going to type what will appear on the button, the submit button. So all this is just long story. I could just say send me the SMS. Okay, fine. You click on what? Generate HTML code. So it's going to generate the HTML code. Can you see the code now? It generated this code. And then you can take this code and paste it anywhere you like online. Okay, so let's try this site. Online. Okay. This is a site of a client of mine that I just did a site for him. So I'm trying to use the site to do a demonstration. It's not my site. But it's the site that is selling a product. He came for a seminar like this where I taught, and he created that product, and the product is selling. So this is not rocket science. It's something anybody can do. Okay, so I'm just going to. Okay, let me create a new page. Please, somebody else will teach you. This blog, I'm just using this site to show you something, so don't ask me anything here, Biko. Okay, delete. Add new page. I just want to paste our link so that you can see it. You can see it. Okay, so I'm calling that page demystifying. All right. I don't know if you've learned web design. Have you? Okay, fine. They talked about HTML, right? So now you see that I'm not going to paste this thing here. I'm going to go to the HTML section because this is a HTML code. What I'm doing now is web design. Okay. So I'll go to the HTML section. All right. And then Control V and publish. Okay, so let's say it. Can you see it now? Can you see the form? Can you see the form now? So this is the form there. First name, the name goes in here, your GSM number, it goes in the name. Send me the SMS. When you click on it, your name goes into that autoresponder. So that's how you generate an autoresponder code and paste it on your website. You don't paste it on the editing page. You have to paste it on the HTML section of that website. Okay. Alright, okay, so this is click and reach also. This is click and reach. So click and reach also works the same way as SMS Hawk. But I use SMS Hawk to do the demonstration because that was what opened first. So it's the same thing. You first of all register for free. When you register for free, your free ends. So you have to buy SMS credits and put it in there for it to work. Now, SMS works like gangbusters. I've said it before because people are always with their phones. Is that okay? People might not check emails, but they must make calls, or if they don't make calls, they will receive calls. Even if they don't receive calls, they are playing games or just looking at the phone. You know, so that's that. So to wrap up everything we've said before, okay? So I talked about free autoresponders and paid autoresponders, why the free ones are not really, really free. But of course, you can use the free ones if you want to, but I advise against it. Seriously advise against it. Now, you can also use the paid ones, Aweber or GetResponse or email-essays. We talked about the pros and the cons, all right? With the higher the number of people in your database, the more money that you pay every month. Now, if you don't want to use the free ones, you buy your own autoresponder software and install it on your own site. I talked about Interspire. Okay, so hold on. We are going to get to that. Okay, this is what you do. If you are interested in Interspire, just talk to somebody. Somebody will be standing outside. Ruth? Somebody will be standing outside. So if you're interested in it, you are going to get a copy of the software for 2,000 naira. I'm not going to give you a bonus. I'm not going to give a bonus. I'm not going to give a discount. Okay, see, this is what I do. When I buy products online, I try to find the PLR licenses to those products so that I can also be able to resell it. Okay? The PLR license to that software was $297. So if I tell you to pay $2,000 to have a copy of it, $2,000 is less than $15 for God's sake. So instead of you going to pay $197, the price if you are buying it for your own use, or $297 if you are buying the PLR rights, $15 is it not okay? Please, if you're interested in it, just talk to them outside, okay? Alright, so that's for Interspire, and then we talked about SMS autoresponders, we talked about SMS Hawk, and how to generate the codes. Now, questions. 3 questions, please.
My question is, how do you set up that autoresponder when you get registered? Then how to put on your emails and all that, how to set it up so that the thing will be functional. We can start from our Weber.
Okay, fine. Now, I used to use GetResponse. I said before, I've closed my account with GetResponse because I've bought a standalone software that is going to handle that. Okay, so I can't really log in to GetResponse now to show you. I don't use Aweber. Of course, so if I don't use Aweber. But the thing is, if you want to know how each of them, how to set each of them up, so on each of the sites, they always have a demo. They have a demo page. Demo means demonstration. They always have a demonstration page. So there is nothing that about any of them that you want to know that you are not going to find out on the demo pages. Is that okay? So look at it. Can you see here? If you want to read, if you want to watch the video tutorials, this is for GetResponse. It's the same thing with Aweber. If you want to learn how the whole thing works, can you see it? So you just click on the videos will open, but because of the kind of connections that we have in this country, most of them are not fast. So you might want to open a video and it's going to waste a lot of your time. So you just read the tutorials, the typed pages, instead of watching the videos, because they also have screenshots. As in, they have, what I mean by screen, do you know what screenshots are? Screenshots are, for example, I will just, just take a shot of this place as a picture and then impute it in an ebook or something. That is called a screenshot. This is a screen. So if I shoot the screen, the picture that comes out of it is called a screenshot. So when you read the tutorials also have screenshots embedded in them. Okay, so So on the sites, just look for the tutorial links. They are always there. You are going to get to know how to do anything you want to do with each of them. Yes, 2 more people.
Thank you, sir, for your time. Please, how do you set up your list and where do you store them?
Okay, you see, when I created this, when I created the last demystifying, you saw the list that I created here. That's the reason why you give it a name. That's the reason why you give. Look at it now. Autoresponders, right? Create new campaign. So when you are creating a new campaign, you have to give it a name to identify that particular list. This is the name here. You have to give it a name. Because without a name, there is no way you can identify it. Okay, so now, if you look here, you see schedule messages. Can you see it? Schedule messages. Can you see it, please? So when you create the form, as when you have set up the autoresponder. Now, if you look here, you see that I have 2 lists. I have IMBW and I have last demystifying. So that is the reason why you give it a name. So you have to select the one that you want. So I want last demystifying, action, manage messages, okay, and then perform action. So can you see it now? So if I want to add a new message now to this one, I'll simply click on add message, and then I'll add another message, and then, madam, I hope you are following. The first one that I did was 0. I set it at 0, right? So this one now, you can set it at 1 or 2 or 3 or any interval that you like. Yes. See, immediately you have created immediately you have created this campaign. As long as many people subscribe to it, they are already in that campaign. You don't need to. That's the reason why you are not doing it manually now. So all you just need to do, just set up your messages. Immediately they subscribe. They're already there. Any message you send to the people in that list, they are automatically going to get it. One more question. Only one more. Please.
The SMS, do someone needs to have credit inside his account before they can subscribe?
Definitely.
And then again, what about the code you copied was only phone number and name? What about that of email? If someone wants to include that of email?
When I set it up as only phone number. I didn't want email. If I wanted email, I would simply have if I wanted email, okay? See, when you're creating a new campaign, you have to type, because this is an SMS autoresponder. If you want to also collect an email address with you have to fill, there's a space for emails. You have to specify that they should also supply emails. It is there. You understand? So you just have to click on it for it to happen. So when you add that requirement, what it means is that when the form comes up, it's going to come up with also with a space for emails. So if you have any further questions, okay. Sorry, if you have further questions, call my number 0703. So this is my number. Please don't call me in the midnight. I don't answer midnight. In fact, my phone will be off. My name is Ronald. RONALD. Nzimora. NZIMORA. Okay? So that's it. That's my phone number. But please don't call me. Please. Please. No midnight. You want my home address? Meet me outside for the home address. Wow. I love this class. All right, no, don't worry. You don't need my video. I don't want people to kidnap me. All right, so now, how many of you want the Interspire? You're all asking for bonuses. Okay, fine. If you want the Interspire software, I'm going to give you a discount of 500 naira, and that discount will end by 6 today. Thank you, please. Okay, fine. It's going to end by 6 tomorrow. So after tomorrow. No, when else am I speaking here? On Thursday. Fine. It's going to end after my class here on Thursday.